gap on him. No, Richards tucks in for the draft. Very fast sweep of this. Good speed shot as they come past our Channel 7 camera. Well in excess of 200 kilometres an hour down the back there. Very tight circuit. Barely seems big enough to contain these cars. 2.6 kilometres, and there's Wayne Gardner.
Yeah, they've elected to call it a day for the second heat. Not a call it a day, but get ready for the second heat.
Boy, old Wayne's been in the wars in this new V8 championship. There's no doubt about that.
Well, I'd give maybe Wayne was punted once, maybe twice, but a couple of the other occasions, I really think he's had a rush of blood to the head on a couple of occasions, dropping in behind Perkins and punting him.
Here's a traditional Alan Jones charge, moving his way back through the field. Look at this, getting under brakes.
This is tight, fast right-hander.
Tremendous aggression from AJ. Anyone who followed this man's Formula One career would know he can turn it on at will. And he's certainly pumped up about driving this Peter Jackson Falcon this year. We've seen splendid performances in the opening 6 rounds.
Lots of dark clouds on the horizon, but I don't think any danger of rain in this heat. We might get a drop later for the second race, but at the moment, dry event.
So Mark Scaife continues to lead from Glenn Seaton. We're following the battle back in the pack as they come down the back straight, and this is an absolute stop-and-go corner here as Bow comes up on the inside.
Oh.
Makes life difficult for Jimmy Richards, but Jim gives way.
Oh, Alan Jones has gone off as well.
Yep. They get into that corner, and it tightens up, and just a little bit hard if you've misjudged your braking marker.
Hello.
The BMW park, we don't see that very often. Tony Longhurst at the side of the track. It's a very rare stop for the B&H team.
Yes, they usually have an impeccable record at season's end. Tony shuffled back.
John Blanchard.
Mark Scaife comes across the line. Glenn Seaton in hot pursuit as we check them out on the Shell race score. Coming down to the pit turn. Mark Scaife leads round number 7. Race 1 today over Glenn Seaton. 3rd is Thomas Mazira. 4th Johnson. And 5th is Rocky. And we'll be back at Mallala in just a moment.
Made all the way through up to the 6th.
Alan Jones coming into the pits in car number 35. Richard Day for Jones so far. Ping for jumping the start of the Peter Jackson Dash. He was 3rd fastest qualifier yesterday, and he's not going to finish in heat number 1 today. Here's the dice between Peter Brock and Larry Perkins. Perkins, we mentioned, dropped well back almost to the tail of the field, if not dead last, after being spun by Wayne Gardner. There's no worry about warmth in the tyres of Larry Perkins.
No, he's got those Dunlops pretty well warmed up, mate. He's doing okay.
He's all over the tail of Peter Brock here as they come through the chicane. Brings them back across the start line. About 7 laps to go.
Oh, he's giving him a little tap. Bodywork goes flying. Another mobile bumper bar bites the dust.
Yes, a tap from Larry there. He's very aggressive here today.
There's the 35 car with Jonesy just walking around the car.
He'd be pretty steamed.
So the order is still Mark Scaife leading by about a car's length over Glenn Seaton. 3rd is Thomas Mazira, the Telecom Mobile in that car. 4th would be Dickie Johnson in car number 17. And up to 5th would be his team partner, John Bow.
Back to Mark Scaife in the lead. Through the right-hander onto pit straight. Seaton still shadowing him. But not a threat at this stage.
Alan, given that Glenn has had a fabulous run all season long, the only problems he's had really have been in the Peter Jackson Dash Series when he's drawn poorly. But they've had the wood on the Commodores all season long. As a driver, as a team owner, would you feel a little vulnerable now? All of a sudden, they're back, and you haven't been able to...
I'd feel worried, certainly, and just knowing that Bathurst being the big event on the horizon.
Smile, Freddie Gibson. There's good reason to. His boy leads and he's counting the laps down. They've got 2 laps to go. I notice Colin Bond's Caltex Toyota has expired and it's on the infield. That puts John Smith up as the leader of the class with Peter Doolman in the Impala Kitchens M3 Motorsport entry up into 2nd in the 2-litre class.
Great battle this. Hard under brakes. The Winfield Mobile Commodores. Richards can't do anything about it. He's on the outside. Runs out of turf.
Just thinking about it. It is good to see 2 professional teams that can run so equally, and that's what the formula is all about. It was designed to give everybody a go, and preparation and driving becomes the separation, and that's what it's all about.
Paul Morris, in fact, in the BMW class is all over Tony Longhurst, so Tony hasn't had the best of days so far. Here's Morris down on the inside in the Diet Coke entry. Tony Longhurst, the B and H BMW. Having their own little scrap for about the last 5 or 6 laps. Laps winding down with 1 to go. As they disappear along the back straight, the last lap board about to come out on the front straight as Mark Skate gets across the line with Glenn Seaton still running second behind him.
Well, Tony's been struggling here all weekend. And Paul Morris runs behind his team leader. There is the race leader, Mark Skate. I tell you, there could be a bit of history made here today. The last time a Commodore won a heat of the Touring Car Championship was Peter Brock at Amaroo Park last year. The last time a Commodore won a round of the Touring Car Championship, believe it or not, was 1986 at Surfers Paradise when Peter Brock took his mobile Commodore to victory. That is a long, long innings for the Holden runners.
That is a long time ago.
Well, this is the 13th race of the series, excluding the Dash. And it's taken 13 to get a Commodore up to win, and that's the way that Mark Scape appears at the moment. Seaton coming charging down the back straight behind him, trying to shore it up. We've got a couple of turns still to go, a couple of lap cars in between them as they come along the back stretch now.
Well, I think this is a show of genuine speed from the Commodores here. Seaton is certainly not a cruise and collect driver. He wants to win every race that he possibly can.
Right
and
in front
out there driving as hard as he possibly can. There's a bit of a smoke screen there.
That was caused by Johnny Smith, but they come up to the last corner now, and Holden fans rejoice. The fourth stranglehold has been broken at Mallala, and the crowd think this is marvellous. Mark Scape leads them across the line. Glenn Seaton's in for second spot, and Thomas Mazira will take third for the Holden Racing Team, the Telecom Mobile Net car. Back in fourth spot will be Dick Johnson in the Shell Falcon EB, and fifth will go to his team partner, John Bow, in car number 18. Plenty of interest, plenty of action in heat number 1. Let's check them out for you on our Shell race score. Mark Scape the winner, Glenn Seaton in second spot, Thomas Mazira third, Dick Johnson fourth, and John Bow was fifth.